Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I am going to show you 3 simple DIYs that you can do by items purchased from Dollarama or Dollar Tree. Most of the items in today's DIY came from Dollarama and I had some stuff on hand that was from Dollar Tree. All these DIYs can be made in under 30 minutes, so you can do all three in less than 30 minutes if you have all the supplies on hand. So for the first DIY that I have named as fake grass riser, I'll be using this grass tile that I got from Dollarama, or you can also use the moss sheet from Dollar Tree. I'm using these Decor bunnies that are in Easter seasonal section at Dollarama. I'll be using this cork hot pot stand. They come 2 in a pack for $2 at Dollarama and can also be found at Dollar Tree. And I had this glass candle holder from Dollar Tree from before. I'm using this espresso acrylic paint. You can use any shade of dark brown, again available at any of the dollar store or craft stores. A pair of sharp scissors, I'll definitely insist sharp scissors, a foam brush, and a pencil or the pen to do the tracing for the project. So for the very first thing that I'll begin with is tracing this cork circle on the grass tile. I'm trying to have the maximum use of this grass tile so I can get 2 circles out of one sheet. If you are using the moss sheet from the Dollar Tree, you might need 2 moss sheets for this project if you're making 2 risers. I was able to get 2 circles from one grass tile that I got from Dollarama. If you don't have access to any of the grass tile or the moss sheet, you can also use the moss that is available at either of the stores or even at Michael's or any other craft store. You can just Mod Podge the top of the cork circle, or you can add any glue and just stick the moss on top of it. Similarly, I'm also going to cut the second circle from the grass tile. I'll just trim the edges. Next step was to paint the edge of the cork circle. As I'm using this espresso, you can use any shade of dark brown. This step is completely optional. If you want to skip, you can skip. You can just have the natural look of the cork, but I just wanted to hide that cork look and I wanted to give it a dark brown finish. So I just did 1 coat of this espresso acrylic paint on both of my circles. I spray painted my candle holders using the Krylon Dual Super Bond spray paint from Walmart, and it was in shade Sun Yellow. Now the next step was to adhere this grass tile to the cork circle. I found it was not very sticky, so I went ahead and added some hot glue to secure this grass tile. You can also use E6000, tacky glue, or any other glue that you have on hand. And similarly, I did it for the second circle. Now the next step was to add these beads on to the edge of these cork circles. I don't exactly remember from which store I got these wooden beads from, but they are available at Dollar Tree and Dollarama. They are also available at Michael's, and you can also get it from Amazon. Again, you have an option. You can paint these beads to any color that you like. I just wanted to have this neutral look and I just went ahead with the way they were. Just make sure while you are adding these beads that the holes don't see through, you don't see through the holes from the top and they come on the sides. And similarly, I'll just go ahead and complete the full circle. So the one bag was enough to do both the cork circles. I don't exactly remember how many beads came in each bag or like in one bag, but one bag was enough for both the cork circles. So I went ahead and did the second one also, and this is how they looked. And if you want, you can just stop at this step, and if you don't want to add any candle holders, they would just look pretty. So once the spray paint was completely dry, again I'm adding some hot glue on the candle holder, and I'll just eyeball this center and I'll stick it to the back of the cork circle. Again, you can use E6000 for this one. I'll recommend E6000 because E6000 has a good hold as compared to the hot glue. It's just for the video purpose I'm using the hot glue. And similarly, I'll do it for my second cork circle. And this is how they look. I love the pop of green and yellow and the neutral beads giving it a little bit of a farmhouse look. I just added some bunnies that I got from Dollarama to just match with the Easter theme. You can use this all year round and you can just change up with the decor on top with the seasons to match. For the second DIY, for this flower vase that we are going to do, I use these 2 tin containers that I got from Dollarama. I'll be using this mini wooden blocks. Again, I got this from Dollarama for $1.25, but they're also available at Dollar Tree. I had these roses from Dollar Tree, and the hot glue gun. So the very first step for these tin containers, so they were $3.50 at Dollarama. We'll just open up the lid, and we are using both the tin containers for making 2 vases, and we'll be using this mini blocks. You can use 3 or 4, but I just decided to use 3 for my vase. You can add 1 block or 2 block, again depending on the length of the vase that you want. I found that using 1 block gave it a pretty better look, and I'm just trying to adjust my blocks. I just consider this as a clock. It's a circle, and I just placed my cubes at like 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock position. I'm using the hot glue gun to adhere my cubes, but again you can use E6000 if you want, but I found like the hot glue adhered very well on the tin. The second option for this is you can just use the lid of this container and adhere at the bottom, and it will give like this wooden base all around. This one also looks pretty good if you don't want to use those mini blocks. So that was just a suggestion I wanted to show you guys, but I just did the mini blocks for both of my vases, and this is how they look. So now I'm going to add this floral foam. Again, you can get it at Dollar Tree, Dollarama or any other craft stores. And I'm using these roses that I had from Dollar Tree. I'm just trimming the end because they were a little bit longer as compared to the size of the vase. You can adjust the length according to your wish. And for the second vase, I just went ahead and used this onion grass. Again, I got this from Dollar Tree, but they are also available in Dollarama. Again, I wanted to just give you guys an idea how these look. So this is how the final result was, and I loved the ways it turned out to be from the tin containers. So for the third DIY, I have named it as frame plate decor. I got these plates from the Easter section again at the Dollarama. I'll be using this jute around it, and I have these Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree. So I'll just start to hot glue the edges of the plate and secure the jute or the nautical rope. It was not from Dollar Tree. I got this from Dollarama a while back, and it was quite a big roll as compared to what we get at the Dollar Tree, but any of these ropes would work. Again, you can also add the beads instead of this rope if you want, and where these two ends meet you can add a bow if you wish, but I just went ahead with just a neutral look. So I had these Jenga blocks from my previous projects. They were painted white and they were attached, so two together, and I'm just placing it on the back of the plate, so they will just act as a little stand for the plate and will help the plate to stay or stand up. So this is how it looks. And similarly, I'll go ahead and do the same for the second plate. I absolutely love the cute little prints that they have on this plate for the chicken and the bunnies with the beautiful glasses. And similarly, I'll just go ahead and add those Jenga blocks for the base of the plate to help it stand. And this is how the final result was for the third DIY. I hope you all enjoyed today's quick, easy and simple DIYs. Most of the items for today's DIY came from Dollarama, and there were some items that we got from Dollar Tree. You can get all of these supplies from one particular store. You can switch up the color for the decor as per your personal needs or something that suits your decor. This was just to give you guys an idea how you can use some of the stuff from this store to create something beautiful, seasonal home decor. Please let me know in the comment section down below which one of these three DIY was your favorite one, and if you had to recreate something similar, which one would you recreate? Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Please leave this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.